Welcome back, everybody. We stepped outside because I think I'm going to need a wider angle than what I would need in the green screen to actually review this product. This is the belt here from AWS. You guys actually saw this, I think, back in January, December when I picked it up. So we've had it in for a while. I've actually put my own stuff on it now, as you can see. So what we're going to do is go over the actual belt itself, how it works, what my findings with it have been, and some of the features of it, some of the things that differentiate it from other things on the marketplace. So we'll show you how it actually hooks up, you mount it, and then you mount accessories and all that stuff on there coming up next. Keeping in mind that most of you aren't going to be using a microphone like I am here, you'll not have to worry about the wire, so we'll just ignore that. So here's the inner belt system here. You can see it's a very thick nylon Cordura type material with obviously some hook and loop tape or Velcro tape on the inside. There's also some right here, which will show you why that is. Another key piece of gear that's actually in the belt and comes with it is this little plastic piece here, which we'll show you here in a second what that's for. So basically you get your belt, you fit it, however it's going to fit onto whatever size you get and whatever pants you're wearing. So that's the inner belt. It works as a belt. It's very functional. It holds tight and secure as you're going to need because of the weight that we're going to get on there. So that's the inner portion of it. Now we're going to grab the outer portion of this, and you can see all these mags are full, guys. The gun's full. It's a heavy little system that we have here. So that's been one of the problems with gun belts in the past. Like, do they actually stay on and hold on and all that stuff without moving around? And that is one of the big things that this sucker solves. So as you can see here, the Velcro is the opposite side. So this is the male end of the hook and loop tape, or the hook portion, if you will. It actually goes on just like that. Now, you can see it's extremely secure and jump up and down. And again, we have fully loaded equipment there, and it's staying in place, not moving around. When you go to draw your pistol, one thing you don't have to worry about is the belt coming up. Now, this holster is not exactly designed to fit that. We'll get into that in a second. But you can see here, even with the strong draw, no issues there. The belt's not going anywhere. It moves completely together with the inside portion of it. So that's really, really cool. And one of the things that a lot of battle belts, if you will, have been missing. Obviously, I have mine set up here for a right-handed shooter because I'm a right-handed shooter and that's the way I have my gear oriented. But one thing to point out is that you can really put it anywhere and however you want. Now, there's several pieces here that are going to really work with this quite well. First off, I should point out the belt does come with a Cobra buckle. So a very high-quality piece of kit that's been tested out by a lot of folks, and it works extremely well. It's a proven commodity, so it does come with that. There's also the ability to have a D-ring type attachment point right here. I think that's an extra $5 though, so just keep that in mind. The one thing I should point out before going any further is one of the design systems and the design goals of this belt was to keep costs low. So the belt itself, that's the belt and the inner loop and the inner belt, both of those combined with that Cobra belt buckle, I think are $59. So really good there. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. So say you wanted to put a new piece of gear on there, how does it work? Well, that's what that polymer piece that we were talking about earlier goes to. So this little keeper here that we have is going to work with whatever piece of kit you have. So we're going to use this little MOLLE panel here as an example. And what this is it's basically a piece that you can attach any type of MOLLE gear that you already have. So like me, I have tons and tons of gear sitting around in bags and drawers and stuff like that. So you don't need to have specific gear for this specific belt. They do have some though, we'll show you that in a second, but you don't need to. You can use these MOLLE panels here, and anything that's MOLLE compatible will work. So if you look on the inside, you'll see that there is the loop section to the hook and loop tape in there. So if you go to slide it on, right, and we'll try to just kind of put it here on the edge without disturbing too much what I've already done. It'll go down, and then it'll hit the hook portion, so it won't be able to move anymore. But with this piece right here, you put it in the back, and that separates the hook and the loop portion on the Velcro, and you can just slide it along and leave it wherever you want. So once you get it where you want it, like say we wanted ours to be set right here, you just pull your Velcro piece out, give it a squeeze to attach that hook and loop tape, and then as you can see here, it's not going anywhere. It's solidly on there, and then you can mount any sort of MOLLE accessories that you want on there. Now, that said, one thing I was talking about earlier was this holster is not made for this kit, and it's not. This, I believe, is a Force City tactical holster, which has some PALS webbing on there, and the PALS webbing on this particular holster doesn't really fit this MOLLE link too well, the MOLLE panel too well, I should say. So it still works, though. You can see we're just going to use one instead of two actual MOLLE pieces, so it works just fine. And that's kind of the beauty of the system, is that this was never at all designed to work with this belt, but it does once you actually use the system correctly. Had to take a break to let the assistants out, but they're out now, and they're probably just going to stand there and look at us funny throughout the review. So basically, there's other stuff they have here. Like they have this piece of kit that is designed to work with the system itself. So this is actually a dump pouch, and it's got some other cool features in there. And the reason I say it's designed to work with this is it actually has the hook and loop tape already pre-positioned, so that way it'll fit right on there. However, it'll work with any other sort of 1.5 inch and 1.75 inch belt that you have. It'll actually hook around there just fine, so you don't need to have this belt to have this piece of kit, but it is nice. So what it is it has a little med pouch in there, and it has the red tabs on both sides to alert folks that it's a medical piece of kit. You can pull it out from either side, open it up, put your tourniquets in there, NPAs, bandages, whatever you want, fold it back up, and you can insert it through there. Now, once that piece is out of the way, you can also use it as a dump pouch that's just built in and integrated in there. So that folds down, and you can use the dump pouch to put whatever you want in there, usually mags, whatever the case may be, throw it in there. You can see that's how the med kit slides in the back there. I personally don't like to have anything bulky on my back. That's why I had that little med kit there. So that way, if you get knocked to the ground, it's a nice soft piece of fabric that'll actually absorb impact and not hurt your tailbone or permanently injure you or anything like that. But moving over to the side, the left side, again, a right-handed shooter. We have a few different pieces of gear here. We have G-code holsters, mag holsters, I should say. One of them is going to have the pistol and the mag all in one together. And that's actually working with a MOLLE system. So we'll roll in a picture here so you guys can actually see that. So that one, is not at all designed to work with anything like that. Then we also have the one next to it, which is another G-code offering, but that's designed to work with 1.75 inch belts. And you can see here it works just fine on there. So it's kind of the beauty of the system again. And moving over, we have an AWS pouch. These are all AWS pouches, actually, I think. And you can see these are attached to MOLLE panels. So that's all they are. They're just standard MOLLE pouches that are attached to the MOLLE panel. So again, it works extremely well. Now, this piece that we have on here, the MOLLE piece that we just put on a minute ago, say we don't want that anymore. It's just as easy to remove. All you're going to do is put that piece of plastic in, break the seal between all the hook and loop tape, roll it out, set it off to the side, and now it's gone. One thing I definitely didn't point out that I need to point out is the materials. The material itself is 1000D Cordura. You can see it's very thick, durable, tough stuff that's proven its weight in gold over the years. And it's all made here in the United States. I've actually been in their factory. It's pretty close to me, as you guys saw. So I drove over there and actually watched this stuff being produced, and it's impressive. The facility is very impressive. Modern technology is going into it. And like I said, the materials made in the United States, the actual belt itself is made in the United States, so that's something a lot of folks like. AWS does a lot of contract work for the military, so that's usually part of the contract is that it has to be made here by Americans. So that they're already set up for that, they're used to it, and that's how they roll. So a good thing there. We'll roll in some close-ups there, but the stitching on this stuff is very high quality as well. Bar tacks where it needs to be, box stitching where it needs to be, double stitching where it needs to be. All the way around, it's just extremely well made now. AWS doesn't have a huge presence on the internet. You'll see some of their stuff being reviewed from time to time on the forums, and a lot of times it's, again, military folks that have just got their stuff under contract, and they talk about some of the gear that they've had, but I haven't seen a bad review yet of any of the materials in terms of quality, workmanship, anything like that. So definitely a cool piece of kit if you're looking for a battle belt. The biggest advantage to me, though, is that it stays put. That's the huge reason that I've never used battle belts in the past, is because they move, and I don't like things moving around on me as I'm moving. So definitely a pro there. You can also wear it with body armor. I think we'll show some shots of it at the end or in the beginning if we haven't already. So it is compatible with body armor, so you're good there. Trying to think of anything else. I think that pretty much covers it. But when you go over to their website, this is the last point. When you go over to their website, the belt itself is like $60, like I talked about, at least as of today. And then there's a little drop-down menu, so you can select how many MOLLE panels you want, if you want any, and the price varies on those depending on how many you want. If you order in quantity, they're cheaper. Makes sense, right? If you want, pistol mag pouches, AR mag pouches, whatever the case you want. If you add those in, it's going to change, obviously, the price if you're ordering more stuff. But you don't need to order any of that, like I mentioned, because a lot of stuff already fits just fine with it, because it is a very common size belt. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, by all means, post below in the comment section. These guys here are sick of this review, so we're going to go ahead and stop it right now. But thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.